enjoy it while I wait for Mom, aka my mother-in-law, to arrive with a care package for me.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Well, good afternoon. Actually, it's afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I've been told that I will be discharged tomorrow, so that is a plus. It's been a long 5-6 days here. Finally got some relief. Still waiting on a date for consult to neurosurgery, but they will be requesting an MRI of my cervical spine and thoracic spine, and they want to go the least invasive route. I've already done that, but I need to show them that I've done that, so I have to get my medical records from all the spinal surgeries that I've had previously to this point. So, needless to say, it's still going to be a bit of a journey. However, I am currently on a medication regimen that is reducing the inflammation, the pain, and everything else, but it is jacking up my blood sugar, so I've been getting insulin out the ass for like the last week, and I am tired of it. Aside from that, I'm using the DJI camera, the one that can follow my face a little better. Also, I think it just has some better sound quality, and I realized that my old school camera unfortunately does not afford the capability of having the Bluetooth mic where you get the better sound quality. Unfortunately, you will hear some fan background throughout all of these vlogs because I am in a room that is nearly 80 degrees and the fan is what's keeping me cool, and it's 40 degrees outside. So imagine a 40-degree temperature difference between outside and inside and having to deal with that every day. In other good news, I am officially a Sun Devil. I've registered for my first 2 classes, student ID is on the way, and I am ready to rock and roll with this IO psychology program, and we'll see where the VA brings it, if they're going to pay, if they're not, and if not, then I'm going to be able to do this on my own because it is a relatively inexpensive program, and I'm so looking forward to being able to be in school working on another master's at the same time as my wife is working on her doctorate. So with that, I'm gonna eat my lunch, which is sitting right there, and then I am gonna enjoy it while I wait for Mom, aka my mother-in-law, to arrive with a care package for me with some more caffeinated beverages, a book bag that I'm going to switch book bags out on, and a computer that hopefully will load faster and be able to game better than the Asus ROG. I will tell you all about the ROG later if I haven't already, but needless to say, the 2 terabyte SD card that you can put in it costs almost twice as much as the ROG itself does, and together between the ROG and that card you can buy a gaming laptop. So it's a catch-22. Aside from that, I'm hungry, so it's time to eat, so let's get some grubbing on. Well, I have just finished a visit with my mother-in-law, aka Mom. She brought me a lot of things, a lot of snacks. I've got an entire bag of snacks over here. Let me turn face tracking off for a sec. So I've got all kinds of gummies, snacks, all kinds of fun stuff in there. It's really nice and enjoyable. And yeah, so it's been a good afternoon. She also brought me a different backpack, one that is a little bit lighter, and also brought me my gaming laptop because I'm not sure if I had explained it during one of the vlogs, but I have a peripheral here with me. It's called the Asus ROG Ally. It has a little bit over 2 terabytes worth of storage on it. And when I went to go upload Call of Duty onto the game or onto the console, it took almost 31 hours for the game to actually upload to the handheld, and it kept telling me that the memory was full because I kept trying to send it to a different place that I didn't want to send to. So I ended up having to delete games from the console itself in order for Call of Duty to work. Eventually I got it working, but then it kept freezing, it kept doing battery things, it was not working. So then I looked into the price of upgrading the memory on it to be 4 terabytes, because games these days are getting larger and larger and larger. So a 4 terabyte SD card costs almost $400. I have a 4 terabyte USB-C removable hard drive for my laptop that cost me $100. So $100 for a 4 terabyte USB-C, which is even faster than a SD card, versus an SD card costing almost twice what I paid for the console to begin with, is nuts. Plus, when you compare the console price, brand new, plus that 4 terabyte hard drive, actually it was 2 terabyte hard drive, you're looking at almost the same price as a pretty good, like mid-level to high-level gaming laptop. So, needless to say, I had my actual Razer brought into the hospital so that way if I want to game, I can. So now it is time to relax a little bit, get a nap in. I'm due for some medicine here in about an hour, and then dinner about an hour after that, actually around the same time. And then, yeah, it's kind of my time to relax, kind of my time to just chill, and then ease into discharge tomorrow evening at around 6 p.m. So, yeah, still waiting to hear about actual appointment times with neurosurgery and other follow-up appointments with MRI, with my pain pump at Lions and other places to ensure that I have all of the paperwork in line for neurosurgery when I finally have that in-person consult. But thankful to be out of here tomorrow. It means I can still make my appointments in Virginia next week, and it also means that I get to see some friends while I'm down there. So with that, time to relax for a little bit. Well, it is that time of night. The light switches do not work on my controller for anything here. So I'm using a light that I have on a pen that I got for Christmas. Discharge is set for tomorrow. Still waiting on dates for neurosurgery and all of that. And I've been getting some breathing treatment, so if I sound hoarse, that's why. But, you know, I'm hanging out with the notorious GOH, otherwise known as Guy of Ham, because a specific cell phone decided that it would be a good idea to change diazepam to Guy of Ham, so it has stuck ever since. Aside from that, it's been a long night. It's almost 1 in the morning. I'm going to get another dose of medication, and then I'm going to go to bed for a little bit. So with that, thank you all for watching. As always, have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.